Country. Let's go.
Lastly, sir, this is an executive order on flag burning. It charges your attorney general.
Would you listen to this? This is very important.
The DOJ may be targeting flag burners very soon. Yet another instance of Donald Trump wiping his ass with the Constitution, treating freedom of speech like a joke. I guess white supremacist marches in Charlottesville are okay, but burning a flag? Nah, that's taking it too far.
Flag burning. All over the country, they're burning flags.
Are they really? Is this a thing that happens? Yeah, all my buddies get together every Sunday for our weekly flag burning and Death to America chanting. And even if this were actually happening all across the United States, shouldn't that be a wake-up call? Flag burning is used in extraordinary circumstances to protest corrupt or oppressive government actions. If you see a ton of people burning the flag during your presidency, maybe that says more about you than the protesters.
And as you know, through a very sad court, I guess it was a 5-4 decision.
I love how he brings up the fact that it was a 5-4 decision as a subtle way of saying, oh look, it wasn't very popular, must have been a dumb decision. Just remember, Dred Scott was a 7-2 decision. You know, the one that declared all black people non-citizens? And is now unanimously agreed to be the worst decision in all of SCOTUS history?
They called it freedom of speech, but there's another reason which is perhaps much more important. It's called death. Because what happens when you burn a flag is the area goes crazy. It incites riots.
If you don't know, the standard for determining if speech isn't protected under the First Amendment is if it, quote, is directed to inciting or producing imminent lawless action and is likely to incite or produce such action. Does flag burning fit this description? No. No, obviously not. There's nothing inherent about the act of burning the flag that incites lawless actions. There's a big difference between something like flag burning and outright saying, hey everybody, let's go break laws A, B, and C in our protest.
Sure, so what the executive order does, sir, it charges your Department of Justice with investigating instances of flag burning, and then where there's evidence of criminal activity, where prosecution wouldn't fall afoul of the First Amendment, and instructs the Department of Justice to prosecute those who are engaged in these instances of flag burning.
What they're saying here is they won't necessarily charge everyone burning the flag, they'll just investigate them for criminal activity. I guess this is what they're hiding behind to not come off as completely fascistic, but it's complete nonsense. This is gonna have a clear chilling effect. Imagine one day, they put out an executive order to investigate anyone running a lemonade stand. They don't ban lemonade stands, they just have a trained sniper scoped in on them 24/7 in case they do something illegal. You think little Timmy is still gonna wanna go out and work?
And what the penalty is going to be, if you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail.
I genuinely don't understand how they're even allowed to do this. Burning the flag is a protected act. The Supreme Court has decided, 2 times by the way, in Texas v. Johnson and US v. Eichmann, that burning the flag is a valid form of protest. How's this not directly violating that? Imagine losing a year of your life. An entire year. Not to mention job opportunities and your reputation because you participated in a protected act of protest.
And it goes on your record. And you will see flag burning stopping immediately, just like when I signed the Statute and Monument Act. 10 years in jail if you hurt any of our beautiful monuments. Everybody left town.
And here's some straight up acknowledging the chilling effect. Yes, everyone will stop flag burning if you start targeting flag burning. No shit. This is deeply un-American. This is borderline evil, and I don't see how anyone could be in favor of this. Even if you think flag burning is horrible and shouldn't be protected, which frankly I understand, some people honor and hold the flag in a very high regard. Even if this is you, you should never, ever, ever, ever be supporting the president ignoring Supreme Court decisions. Checks and balances are fundamental to this country. They are the only thing between us and a dictatorship. They're the only thing between us and communism. Because if one branch of government is left unchecked, guess what happens? They enact all the insane policies they want. And this is bad for everyone.
They were gone. Never had a problem after that. It's pretty amazing. We stopped it. But this is something that's, I don't know, in a certain way, it's equally as important. Some people would say it's more important. Because the people in this country don't want to see our American flag burned and spit on.
I mean, clearly they do. They decided on 2 separate occasions to allow it. He is right, though, in terms of polling. Although it's declining, polls still see the majority of Americans opposing flag burning, which again, I totally understand. However, in this country, we don't rule by polls. I'm sure you could find polls to support a whole host of wacky stuff. Here's a poll that says 1 in 4 Americans think Obama may be the Antichrist. Does that mean Obama being the Antichrist is something we have to seriously investigate? Obviously not. We're a constitutional republic. We shouldn't be violating the Constitution all willy-nilly, even if the majority of us may oppose it. If you think it should be changed, go through the process and amend the Constitution.
1 year ago, our country was dead. Everybody said it. We had a dead country. We were not going to survive. Now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. So it's an honor to be involved. And this group has a lot to do with it, right behind me. Does anybody behind me have anything? Pam, would you like to say something?
Sure, President. Thank you for keeping D.C. safe.
I'm sure the people of DC feel very safe now, knowing that protesting may have them investigated by the DOJ, knowing that constitutional freedoms affirmed by the Supreme Court could be taken away on a whim, knowing that the National Guard is all around them, ready to enforce whatever crazy orders come out of this administration. But anyways, that's about it. This is just another one of the insane executive orders to come out this year. This is something every American, regardless of political alignment, should be concerned about. So I urge everybody to be careful, especially if you're going out to protest, and keep yourself safe. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.